DJ Dsewell, we got a dope interview coming up. We got an interview with Stephen King from the new group Bloodlin3. They've been doing their thing, making a lot of noise. That's the song you hear in the background. They got a big single out called Hold On. We waiting for Stephen King to tap in. We'll get him on in just a second, y'all. They got a dope album. I listened to it for the second time today. We waiting for my man Stephen. He about to tap in a second. What's good, y'all? We got a big interview coming up in just a second. Group Bloodlin3, they just dropped a new album. I'm waiting for Stephen King to join in, and we're going to chop it up. Really dope album. I enjoyed listening to it. Listened to it for my second time today. And I'm finna play another song from him in just a second. It's the song I told him. It's the one from the album. We're going to play a little bit of that, and then we're going to wait for my man to come on in. We're going to chop it up with him and see what's going on. My man Stephen King from the group Bloodlin3. Appreciate everybody checking in, seeing what we got going on. Let me give you a piece of another song right here. This is my favorite song from the album. This is my jam from the album. You heard that jump?
Sober, I'm out of here. I ain't the one you should play with. Believe me, I'm sick of you all the time calling me out on my name, and I bet I'ma show you it's easy for me to get over you. I'ma just call up your cousin and tell her to come through, and I'ma bet you when I let her rain, she get wet. Yeah, I'm done with this game, so I'm taking the joystick and tossing it out. When I'm out of town, you be at the crib chilling with duty, you know who I'm talking about. I thought that you was my lover, I found out you not, you a Billie Jean. But I'ma just do what I want, and that's off the top, guillotine. I was about to get really mean, but I'm not, I'ma chill and go far away. And you kiss where the sun don't shine, I'ma leave you in a darker place. And we'll see how that goes. Here I go full speed in attack mode. Can't stop, can't turn back. I need to get some more cards for you though. Somewhere in the stars like Pluto. Maybe go to Mars with Bruno. If you don't face facts, then it's cool though. Ain't no take backs for me, I'm through yo.
Stephen King!
What is up, man?
Man, appreciate you being in the building. Y'all, today we had a dope interview. Big group Bloodlin3 just dropped a new album called No Mercy. I got 1/3 of the group today. The group consists of Stephen King, which y'all are seeing right now, Malachi, and Rain Man Weezy. Stephen King, we appreciate you being with us, brother.
No problem, man.
Straight up. Let me get 1 second. They trying to get that music off of there. My fault. All right, we good now, man.
All right.
I want everybody to so they can hear the music, you know what I'm saying? Here's something
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
album. But Stephen, let's go ahead and get cranked up, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you from and how y'all got together.
Well, we're all brothers. We're
Y'all
blood
real
brothers.
brothers.
Yeah, we real brothers. That's where the
Okay.
name Bloodline come in with the 3 at the end, representing 3 brothers. You know,
Dope.
and we was all into music for a while. I had moved to California because I was in an earlier group called Skrilla Mob, and
Okay.
we ended up breaking up. And I come back home. My other brother moved to Texas, and I had another brother to live here with me. And we all stopped rapping for a long time
Okay.
because we didn't like the way music was going. So we was like, it's our era is done. We can't fit in no more,
Yeah.
And then my brother Malachi calls me one day and was like, "You ready to do a song with Busy Bone?" And of course, I think he's lying. I'm like, man, what? So found out he was telling the truth because he sent me pictures sitting next to Crazy, Lazy, all of them. And so we was like, well, we're going to do this one song with Busy. And that's it, since it was a dream to do a song with Bone. So we do the song finally. But when we got back in the booth, we noticed it was harder than it used to be because we haven't been in there for so long.
Yeah.
So we was like, okay, we're going to get through this one song, then we're done. Then we put the song out, and the reaction from people, we was like, well, let's just do one more song. Next reaction. You know what? Let's just go do an album.
Pulled you back in.
Well, we need to think of a name for our group. You know what I'm saying? So we came up with the name, and after that, it was like, hey, let's go to the studio. Let's go to the studio. Let's get this done.
That's so
So
dope.
that's how Bloodline came back together.
It's meant to be.
Yes, yes.
So, tell us a little bit about your influence and how important that was to work with Busy Bone.
Yeah, back then, I mean, I wasn't really into rap like that as far as trying to rap. And I heard the first song I heard from Bone Thugs was actually, it wasn't Thuggish Ruggish Bone. It was, the Smoking Gas Blues,
Yeah.
Smoking Jack Move, that one. And I was like, who is this? And I sent it to my brothers, and I was like, hey, look at these dudes, and that style, it was something different, back then everybody, all the artists had different styles, but that just, it was like, man. And then I finally heard Thuggish Ruggish Bone, and I was like, man, I'm finna start writing. We started off writing Bones lyrics, learning their songs. Every
Okay.
time they put something out, we would get together and we would all write their parts. And each one of us would memorize a part of the song, and we'll perform it with each other.
That's dope. But learning how to
So
write like them at speed though.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we felt like we was getting somewhere by learning their songs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you got to start somewhere. You got to start.
but I mean, honestly, we would go to school and stuff, and people would come on and be like, "Hey, rap crazy verse, rap busy verse," So we was like stars at school just from knowing Bone songs.
That's wild. That is wild.
And then people started calling us them Bone dudes.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
You get how life working, and you get to work with them later on.
Hmm. Yes. Yes. That was wild right there. Actually
That's
getting
and,
yes.
but talking about that, like that's not the only big feature y'all didn't work with. Tell us about some of the big features on the album. Because y'all start off on the
Okay.
second song with a bang.
Yes. Well, on the first album, like I said, I was in another group. We went to California. I met a bunch of stars when I was there. When we first got there, we went to Spice One's house.
Okay.
And, we're from the country. And when Spice first met us, we all had this country slang and stuff. And he was like, man, where y'all from? And he started laughing every
Yeah.
time we talked.
Yeah.
And then he was like, spit something. So we started spitting verses and stuff. And he was like, okay, y'all sound different when you rap, though. But, and he told me back then, I was with a group then, and he was like, if you ever want to do something else later in life or whatever, hit me up. I'll remember you.
So
All these years later, I go on Instagram. I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me or not, but I'm in a group with my brothers and we're trying to get a feature. And he was like, okay, where you from? I said, Kentucky. He was like, oh, yeah, yeah. He said my name and everything. He remembered, dude,
that's so
after all these years. I was like, man. And he was like, yeah, what you trying to do? I said, man, we just need a feature. And he said, well, what's your budget? I said, man, we ain't got no budget. We just need a feature.
yeah, yeah.
And he was like, well, I tell you what, just tell me what you're working with and I'm in.
That's so
So we negotiated a price, whatever. Uh, Took us a minute to get the verse, but finally got it.
take it forward.
And and the song, see, in our group we don't curse or use the N word, because
Yeah.
the reason we quit doing that is because we went back and listened to some of our old songs in the past.
Yeah.
It was horrible, dude. I'm
You
talking
know,
about like I counted one verse I did where I probably said the N word like 20 times
kind of
in
your
one
book.
verse,
Yeah, when
you know. And I was like, then we was like, man, we want to be able to give this to our mom and,
that's dope.
you know, kids be able to listen to it and stuff, We can still go hard without
Yeah.
doing all that. So that's why we went with that. But that's how we got Spice One. Buck a Psycho Drama.
Yeah.
I messaged him on IG.
Okay.
he didn't hit me right back at first. And then I messaged him and said, well, I'm trying to get a feature. I just want to see how much you charge or whatever. And he messaged back and was like, man, yeah, I've been listening to y'all stuff. What you trying to do? And I said, we don't have much money, but I know you're a big artist, but we need to do a song with you, man. And he was like, you know what? Don't worry about the money right now. Send me the beat.
So cool, man.
And I said, okay, just do 8 bars. We'll be happy. He sent back a 16 with a hook. I said, this dude is raw. And he was like, just pay me whatever you can when you feel like it.
That's cool, man.
Like, what?
That's
So
cool.
that's how we got Buck, then AK from Do or Die.
Yeah, yeah.
I asked Buck, I said, don't you know AK? Because I know you did a song with Twister. And he was like, yeah, just message him. And he said, I'll send him a message, let him know you finna message him. As soon as I hit him, AK sent me a message back, was like, call me. Sent me his phone number. Now I'm like, what? So I'm on the phone talking to AK, but I feel like I'm sitting here talking to, kings of rap right now,
Yeah.
and he's talking, he don't act uppity or none of that like you would think stars would act. They was all down to earth, act like regular people, and yeah, we just gonna do it like this, man. Just whatever, send me the beat, that's how it was, and we got him.
Let me
But
stop you
you,
right there. Do you see how
yeah,
cool
go ahead,
it
go
is
ahead.
for them to that they're going viral right now with the song? And have you seen all of that right now on TikTok?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
Like that's so
that.
cool. I think they threw out the first pitch and like one of the baseball games in Chicago. Like it's good to see them getting recognized again and coming back, man.
Yeah,
It's dope, bro.
yes, yes. Because yeah, we was always on Do or Die too. That man,
Yeah. And then to
like
see a younger
definitely.
generation get on them. So cool. But keep on going. I had to say that.
Yeah. Let me see who else we got on there. See, we got Buck.
Twister and
Twister
Project Pat.
came from that was from the pack, and we was trying to get a original verse from Twister, but at the time we was pushing the album and we had to hurry up and get something in, and we was going back and forth with the management and stuff. And by that time, we was like, we got to get this album out. So that pack came out, and we was like, man, let's just use this verse. We had our producer, which is awesome. That producer we got, man, he's ridiculous. He'll hear the verse and just lay the beat,
That's
and
dope.
it sound like the verse is made for that beat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Project
And
Pat.
Project Pat, had y'all have a relationship with him?
Yeah, that was the same thing. That was actually uh, one of the packs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot
Okay.
of people wasn't using that verse, and then because we always look and see how many people's already used
Yeah.
it, and and all that stuff. But when we heard the verse, we was like, man, Pat is spitting on here. We got to do something with this. You know what I'm saying? He was going, and then the verse was so long. It was like, man, he's giving more than the money's worth. We got to.
Perfect.
So we sent him. He sent that beat back with it. We was like, man, it's a go. Everybody started writing to it.
But perfect
Done deal.
for real, for real.
Yeah.
So how
And it
has the
sounds like he really wrote to that beat, though, don't
yeah,
it?
yeah. It sounds perfect. So the new album just dropped, No Mercy on Friday. So how you feeling about it? How's the reception been, my man?
Oh man, I'm feeling good about it, man. It's been so we went through a lot doing this album. It took a while. We had a bunch of setbacks, and there's actually songs that got cut from the album
Mm.
because we couldn't get certain features on there, or the feature wanted to be on there so bad we didn't want to do it without them. So
Yeah.
we just took the song off the album and said we'll just do it later, stuff like that.
Real.
Because once we tell somebody you're on something,
Yeah.
we try to keep our word,
Yeah.
And and we actually had a song we was gonna do with Busy Bone's son.
Okay.
It's called Blackout. He's in the group Bloodline Harmony.
That's
And
dope.
we was going back and forth for stuff about that beat, and we still want him on there, so we took that one off too. Just set it to the side because that was, and plus, he was doing a lot of shows at the time, and they
Yeah.
was busy, and I mean, Busy Bone Sibling, they doing it.
Hey, sound like y'all
So,
might drop a deluxe album soon and add some of them extra
hey
songs.
man, we got a lot more put up right now.
Yeah. That sounds
Actually,
right. So, what this year looking like? Any visuals coming? Any shows y'all working on in the hometown? Thing coming up?
the the shows is kind of hard for us to come up with right now because other brothers in Texas.
Yeah.
So, but if something big comes up, he already told us, man, I'll fly out, no problem. Just let me know. And we have been looking at stuff, but here in Kentucky, we're about to start getting played on the radio.
Yeah.
And we're about to get some spins here. Uh, I got a solo coming out.
Okay. When's that
So
coming?
it's in the works right now, so I don't have a definite
Okay.
date, but I'm already like 12 songs in.
All right.
So,
All right.
it's I'm
We'll
going
be on the
at it.
lookout for
But
that.
I told them I just wanted to do a song, and I used to pitch songs to them all the time. See, most of our songs come from, I'll go ahead and get a beat, and I think of a hook and send it to them. If they don't like it or if they don't want to do it for certain reasons, then I'll be like, okay, I'll put it to the side.
Yeah.
So I was dumping songs to the side, and then they was like, well, why don't you do some of them songs you was pitching to us?
That's dope.
You got all these songs. Why don't you just do an album? So I said, oh, you know what? I will. But I
Yeah.
told you, if I do an album, I'm going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't bite my tongue on my album.
Do your
I'm going to say what I feel.
do your thing. Man, I'm gonna tell you that there's some advice on shows, man. Do your own. Y'all need to do your own show.
Yeah.
Do your
Okay.
own show. Y'all get together, make a big deal out of it. You know what I'm saying? And get you a nice venue, make sure that thing packed, do it the right way,
Hmm.
get some good visuals, and then go from there. But that's what it sounds like y'all should do. That way it's done
Okay.
right. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
We try to get it done the right way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But y'all can do that. But Steven, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. New album, Bloodline. Once again, Steven, I appreciate you spending your time with us, man. Once again,
Anytime, bro. Anytime, man.
hey, we're gonna have to talk to you again about your solo album when we get a chance, man.
Yeah.
Get the
Definitely.
straight up.
Definitely.
Straight up. But y'all make sure to check out the new album, No Mercy. I'll actually be doing a review on the album tomorrow. Like I told you, I checked it out for my second time today. Enjoy listening to it. My
Good.
favorite
Good.
song is Take Me Away. That's the one. That's
You
the
know
one.
what's crazy? We wasn't gonna put that on the album.
No way. Best song.
We actually said no to that song. We had the beat, and we couldn't come up with a good concept because we done a Take Me Away one
Yeah.
already on the first album.
Yeah.
Then when we got that beat, and me and Miggity was like, "No, man, we don't want to do it. We don't want to do another Take Me Away." Then Ouija called me and was like, "Before you say no, hold on." He come to the crib, and he was like, "Let me rap this verse for you." He rapped his verse, and I was like, "We gotta do it now." So that was how the concept came, and so it was Ouija saved that song.
That's the one. Straight up. That's the one. Everybody got a feature on it. Dope as hell. Like I say, a solid project overall. And the thing that I got from it, anybody that's a fan of Bone, 3-6, Twister, Tech Nine, Eminem vibes, y'all got it from. Y'all got
Yes,
it.
yes, sir.
I enjoy listening to the project, brother. But
That's
Stephen,
it.
anything else about the project that you want people to know before we get out of here?
And just cop it, see what you think. We put our all into it, so hopefully you like it.
I do, man.
It's a mixture, and it's not the norm that you're hearing right now. I'll tell
Yeah.
you that.
It felt good. It was fresh. You know what I'm saying? Different to the air. Get throwback feel, but feels like today. You know what I'm saying? Something that can
Yeah.
work today. Yeah.
A lot of people tell me it sounds like listening to a soundtrack every time they hear our album.
I
There's
like
nothing the same on there.
it. Yeah. Yeah. And I rock with that. But man, once again, appreciate you, Stephen King. We're gonna keep checking you out, and I have that review tomorrow. I'll tag you in it, brother.
Much love, bro.
Already, bro.
Peace.